Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Romeo and Juliet, and today we get to hear from Juliet, who is currently entertaining a gentleman visitor who climbed over the orchard wall to talk to her a little bit more. And by that gentleman caller, I mean Romeo, because they met at a party at her house, and when the party was over, he didn't want to quite leave yet because he had fallen in love with her, and she had fallen in love with him, so he snuck into the yard and looked up at her window and saw that a light came on, and she came outside. And yesterday we had her talking about the fact that Romeo would be the same person regardless of what his name was. So why did his name have to be like the one name that she can't love, these Montagues? And she's like, if you're not going to give up your name, I'll give up mine, and then we can be together and it'll be fine. And then he makes himself known to her, and there's a little bit of freaking out and that sort of thing, and she's like, I recognize your voice, we only talked for a second, but I recognize your voice, you have to be Romeo. And she starts to fear for his safety, because if he's found in the yard, chances are he's going to be killed. But he just keeps going on and on about how beautiful she is and how he would risk anything just to see her and all of this sort of stuff. And it gets a little overwhelming for her. And she says, thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush but paint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain I would dwell on form. Fain deny what I have spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughed. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night hath so discovered. So she's a little bit freaking out. Here is what's going on. She starts it off by sort of telling him to stop flattering her, because she's starting to blush at all of the things that he's saying. And if it was daytime, he'd be able to see that she was blushing, so he could stop, but it's nighttime, so he can't see it all that well. And she's like, I should have followed decorum and everything like that. But then she's like, never mind decorum. Are you in love with me? And if you tell me that you are, I know I'm going to believe you, but don't swear it, because lovers lie and nothing that they ever swear to comes true. But tell me in good faith if you actually love me, and or if you think that I've been too easy in this whole thing, tell me that, and then I can play hard to get, so that you'll try to woo me a little bit more. But the truth of the matter is, I really, really like you, and I'm not. I should have played this better, and I shouldn't have let you know instantly that I like you, but I couldn't help it because I do. So that's the thing. And he confesses that he really likes her too, and then they're very happy, and then she's like, okay, but I gotta go. And he's like, you're gonna leave me so unsatisfied? And she's like, what exactly were you expecting? And he said, well, I was expecting you to say that you love me too. And she's like, I already did, and you heard it. But if I could take it back again so that I could give it again, I would. He's like, you'd take it back? And she's like, yeah, just so that I could give it to you again. Like, my love for you is boundless. There's no end to it. I could just keep giving it and giving it and giving it. And then the nurse starts to call for Juliet inside. So she's like, okay, Romeo, I gotta go. Mwah, bye. And she ducks inside, and Romeo's like, tonight's a good night. And then Juliet comes back outside because she has just a smidge more to say that we will get to hear about tomorrow. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.